In the heart of the national capital, Delhi, breathing has become increasingly challenging. Despite Diwali being a few days away, the oppressive air quality has led people to stay indoors. The air quality index has surged beyond 400 AQI. In light of the severity of the situation, today we have with us Professor Anjal Prakash, who is an environmentalist. He will give some insights on this situation. Welcome, sir.
Thank you so much, Suparna, for having me.
So, the issue of stubble burning in neighboring state is often cited as a major contributor to Delhi's pollution. What steps can be taken to address this issue effectively?
Yeah, this has been one of the things I would say is one of the contributor, one of the spokes in the wheel. It's not the only spoke, but definitely I'll explain what are the things that can be done. So one is about farm mechanization. I think we need to promote the use of modern
What is
farming
it?
equipment and technology that can help manage crop residue without the need of burning. So that's number one. Second is about financial incentive. I think Punjab government has started and is yet to pick up, but there's something that we need to do is offering financial incentives and subsidies to the farmers for adapting alternative practice such as mulching, composting, and using crop residue for bioenergy generations. And that is becoming a big thing. So farmers are asked to sell the parali for bioenergy generations, and a lot of startups have actually started. But this will take some time to take root. The third is about awareness and education. I think the conducting awareness campaigns to educate farmers about the harmful effect of stubble burning and the benefit of alternative practices is also needed. I think the that extension to the farmers in terms of telling them what exactly it impacts and how it takes care if you don't do that. So that's number three. Then policy measures. I think enforcing stricter regulations and penalties on stubble burning, coupled with support to sustainable farming practices, is important. We also need to have collaboration. I think encouraging neighboring states to collaborate to and addressing the issue. See, this is the high time, so everybody talk about it. After 2 months, it will die off, and then we'll go back to normal. And that's where, so this requires a task force, I would say, a strong task force that coordinates between states. And so the next year, we don't discuss the same problem again and again. This is the, I think, sixth year for me to discuss air pollution in November and December that is happening. Then the last point is about research and innovation. I think we must invest in research and innovation to develop more sustainable and cost-effective solutions for managing crop residues, and that is the point that is there. I see. In if I tell you to summarize, I think addressing stubble burning requires a multifaceted approach, combining regulatory measures, financial incentives, and education to promote sustainable farming practices, and that all will lead to reduction in air pollution.
As you just talked about technology and innovation, my next question is, can you discuss the role of technology and innovation in monitoring and mitigating pollution in urban areas like Delhi?
See, technology and innovation plays a very crucial role in monitoring and mitigating pollution in urban areas like Delhi, and not only in Delhi, in other places as well, whichever faces. And so, entire North India, for example, or Northeast India, Northwest India is facing this issue. So, advanced centers and data analytics enable real-time air quality monitoring, and it provides accurate information for timely interventions. Smart traffic management systems optimize vehicle flow, the reduction in congestion and emission. All these informations are important for us to take decision. Then you need to have innovations in electric vehicle and cleaner energy sources that offer sustainable alternative. We are talking about national hydrogen mission, and now we have EVs, and if we leapfrog to hydrogen, it will also reduce things. When we need to do it a faster development, a lot of research is required, and also innovations to reduce the cost. Then additionally, we have mobile apps and social media platforms that empower citizens to stay informed and engage in pollution control efforts. Drones and satellite technology help in identifying pollution sources and track changes in the land use. So overall, the technology innovations are essential tool for urban areas to monitor, mitigate, and address the complex issues of pollution.
Interesting. So the use of public transport and the adoption of electric vehicle are seen as solutions to combat pollution. What policy or initiative should be prioritized to promote sustainable transportation in this region?
Yeah, so one is that we have lot of EV vehicles are coming up, but the EV infrastructure has not developed to the
Yeah.
tune in which the which we see the vehicles on road. And that a lot of people who wants to buy or who want to buy a EV vehicle will refrain doing so because they don't know the infrastructure is not ready for it. I think we need to urgently have EV infrastructure in place, and it doesn't cost much. There are many innovations also taking place. For example, small bike. I just saw today there was an advertisement where one of the bikes company has put in two what we call a set of batteries. So if you use one battery and if you exhaust one battery, you can actually connect to the second battery, and you'll not stop. Your vehicle will not stop. So there are many innovations are happening, but I think the government has to come up and provide the infrastructure which is wanted. Second is I think we are going to leapfrog to hydrogen very soon, very fast. So in the west we have we're transiting from what we call the fossil fuel based transportation system to an electric vehicle. We are going to leapfrog. We are going to go further. Before we get into EV, we are going to crack the deal for hydrogen. And National Hydrogen Mission has been set up. But I think there's a time for us to do it much faster. We have put in a lot of allocations has happened to the hydrogen infrastructure, but a strong policy measures are needed. I think that will crack the deal if hydrogen vehicles are be on the road. This because it ticks all the boxes that the EV infrastructure will need for will not need. For example, if you have if you just go to a station and fill up the petrol, like this hydrogen vehicle also is similar thing. You just go to a hydrogen station and fill it up, and that means that is much more easy for us to operate, because also have to see that we have a large population. We lack infrastructure, and if we replace all the petrol pump with the hydrogen pump or have an alternative of that one, that will help us a lot. So strong government policies and implementations are needed in this front.
Thank you so much, sir, for your time.
Thank you so much for having me, and I wish you all the best.